First of all, let me greet our listeners and viewers from across the world, and let me also take this opportunity to engage our delegates who are voting on Saturday.
The delegates we don't want to vote.
and to wish all of us well, and more importantly, remind all of us voting this Saturday that is about the future of Ghana entirely, and more importantly, how the party works its way back into Jubilee House. And we're hoping that it's going to be done peacefully, and after the loss or win, we all make effort to come together as one party and to put behind us all the internal wranglings. This is my hope. And in concluding with that, I support Dr. Brian Champon, largely because I think he can bring some peace and discipline within the party.
I was going to ask why you were smiling.
and
now you know. Now I know.
And we're in opposition, and resources matter in opposition. And for that matter, I think that he stands tall to help. Now, with regards to selection of a presidential candidate within any party, I think there's no perfect way. There can be one that literally is so perfect. I am even of the opinion that should God even stand, we'll have some people in opposition to him. I mean, that's the nature of life.
Yeah.
So there's never really a perfect system. But in all of this, as times have gone past, and the numbers of those who matter in terms of deciding for the party has grown, I mean, exponentially. In this election, we're looking about 211,000 people going to cast their vote. And I think that is quite worrying. Either way, it's either we have too many people or we have too few people choosing our leader. But I think that I stand for rather the people who make that decision, not necessarily even the quantum. Okay, as it's well known, my vote is the same as any other person's vote, and looking at the things that I would give consideration to vote certainly is different from what others would, and I think that maybe that there are two schools of thought. Either we quadruple check the caliber of people that will be selected our leaders, or the quantity of people. The quantity has been tried by, I think, even the NDC before, where all floor members were allowed, and it has its positives and its negatives to the extent that if you're not careful, you may have even more people from the opposition party coming in for your party cards, and they can offset your results.
True.
They would vote for the worst case candidates to help their party. So these are some of the pros and cons that needs to be looked at. But invariably, I think that the more the better, so that you'd have a wide variety of people taking that decision, as we'll be doing on Saturday.
Yeah, because you expanded your electoral college last year.
Yes.
In 2025.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, I wasn't necessarily in support.
Why not?
Because of the weight and the challenge it brings to the party. Let me be very clear here. Should the party call for conference, the cost of venue, of taking care of these people is far in excess of the party's budget.
Indeed. But then there are those who argue that it reduces the monetization of the system. If you have a large voter base or electoral college, then not everyone can monetize or influence them with money.
We increased our base, and in fact, let me be clear here. Every one of the 3 leading aspirants have already spent more than the last elections. I mean, you know, they started off on what they were given on the final day. I mean, just to be a bit, you know, circumspect here. So this election, before the whistle, people have outspent the last primaries.
Yeah.
And it is worrying, but it also tells you that before you make a declaration that you want to stand for president, you must be well equipped.
Check your bank account.
Well equipped to stand. And you know, just to throw out some numbers, if we have well over 200,000 delegates,
Indeed.
supposing you are supporting them with TNT of 100 Ghana, I mean, that is in the millions. 100 Ghana.
Yeah.
And that is in the millions. So it is quite troubling. And either way, there's also the other option where in some of the British system, those who will qualify, first of all, have to be thoroughly checked. Okay, so you become more stringent on your vetting process, so that you won't have some caliber of people even in being considered. I think that is also another way to go, where in the likes of Singapore, before you qualify, your education, your business acumen, your intellectual capacity is quadruple checked. Your ability, emotional intelligence is quadruple checked. So when they bring 4 people to contest, they've been carefully looked at, and as it is, they are the creme de la creme, so that should the voters even err, they err with some good margin of you know, quality product. But when we leave it as we have right now, for instance, in the parliamentary system, where, forgive me to say, some of the people who made it, I think, shouldn't be allowed anywhere near legislative work.
On your side or which side?
And both sides.
On either side?
Both sides. And I talk largely because, I mean, forgive me, if you cannot necessarily grasp or read and write, then what is your business in a place where we're doing policy?
The money is firing shots. So.
Yeah.
No, I mean, let's you know, I think the Singaporean system is quite brutal. When you go through the rigor of, you know, what it takes to be in parliament, by the time you go through that, you are refined, or you realize that you are not cut for it.
Exactly.
You don't have parliamentarians who necessarily cannot contribute anything at even the committee level. You know, when they talk, it's more like they are trying to find out, you know, AF, you know, is quite troubling.
Rules.
Well, I think that even in the other roles, we need some level
of quality.
Because it all comes down to the quality of the legislative work or the bills that we get.
True.
And also their understanding of governance to the extent that they can challenge authority. If you are empty, can you challenge authority? On what grounds? You are clueless. You just go and sit there and say, no. That, I mean,
you feel some of the people in the house now.
Not that I feel, it is the situation.
They don't cut it.
Well, you can see when they stand up and talk. You can clearly realize that they are very empty. You know, when they talk, and sometimes they talk brazenly out of ignorance. Forgive me, but that is the reality we have now. So I think that invariably, one, I'm rather more interested in how we vet and allow people to even stand. You know, that should be, there should be some minimum requirements, you know, and then even more importantly, in other jurisdictions, you go through drug testing and things like that. Okay, to check, you know, if you are an addict and all kinds of things, which I think, I mean, ordinary jobs do it. How about a state job? Very important. If not, we end up with addicts in parliament or an addict as a president, and you can imagine, you know, what that is. So I think they have a point to some extent, but there are pros and cons, and you know, this will be much to do about nothing. Most of the time, the party stands supreme. There's a decision, but I can appreciate the legal aspect of it. You know, they are making a case which will be given consideration.
Right.
But really, one, the timing is maybe just because we have primaries on Saturday. But really, I think I'm more interested in how we vet those who stand. You know,
More than those who vote.
More than necessarily those who vote. So that the vetting process should produce very capable people.
Very well.
Yeah.